Hello and welcome to our channel, Learning English with Sophia. I am so happy that you are here with us today. If you are listening to this, you are probably on a journey to um, speak better English. You want to feel more confident. You want to understand native speakers easily. Well, you are in the right place. Today, we are going to do a deep dive into English conversation. We are not just looking at grammar rules today. We are looking at how people, actually speak in the real world.
Hello, everyone. I am Alex. It is a pleasure to be here with you. I am an English teacher, and I love helping students understand how to learn effectively. Learning a language is a big challenge, but it is also a wonderful adventure. My goal today is to make that adventure a little bit easier for you.
We have a very special mission today. We have looked at many sources. We have read articles, listened to audio lessons. We've even looked at research about how the brain learns languages. We've done all of this work so that you do not have to. We want to give you the most important parts, the shortcuts to speaking well.
That is right. We know that you are busy, you have work, you have school, family. You do not always have time to read 5 different books about English. So we have collected the best secrets for you right here. We want to help you practice every day, even if you only have, say, 10 minutes.
So before we begin our lesson, I have a question for you, the listener. I want you to think about your answer. Here's the question. How do you practice speaking English at home? Do you speak to yourself in the mirror? Do you watch movies and repeat the lines? Please think about this question as you listen to us today.
That is a very good question. It is so important to think about your own habits. Also, before we start, please remember to press the like button on this video. When you press like, it helps us a lot. It helps other students find this lesson. And please share this video with your friends who are learning English. And please subscribe to our channel, Learning English with Sophia. If you subscribe, you will not miss any of our future lessons.
So what exactly are we going to learn today? We have a clear plan. Our mission is to learn the most common phrases for daily life. We want to move away from, learning single words. We want to start thinking in full sentences.
Yes, and we will look at many useful topics. We will look at greetings, how to say hello properly. We will look at how to order food in a restaurant without feeling nervous, and how to ask for directions if you are lost. And at the end, we will look at a very special method called shadowing. This method is just amazing because it helps you practice completely alone.
That sounds wonderful. I'm excited to get started. Let us jump into our first section. Our sources talk about a very big secret. The secret is to learn phrases, not just single words. This seems simple, but it is. It is very powerful.
It is extremely powerful. Let me explain why. Many students, they have a common problem. They come to me and say, I know a lot of vocabulary words. I know table, I know apple, I know run, but when I try to speak, I stop. I cannot make a sentence.
I hear this all the time, too. Students say, I have the words in my head, but they do not come out of my mouth. It is very frustrating for them. Why does this happen?
Well, the problem is how they are building the sentence. Imagine you are building a wall. If you have to find every single blank one by one, it takes a long time. You have to find the subject, then the verb, check the grammar, find the object. By the time you find all the pieces, well, the conversation is finished.
That is a great example. It is like a puzzle. If you have to build the puzzle every single time you speak, you will be very slow. You will feel very stressed.
Exactly. The solution found in our source material is to use common phrases or sentence patterns. Think of these like big blocks. Instead of one small brick, you have a whole section of the wall ready to use. A phrase is a group of words that always, they always go together.
So native speakers do not think about every single word.
No, they do not at all. When a native speaker says, how are you? They do not think about how and are and you. They think of it as one big sound. How are you? It is one piece. This is what we call a phrase.
This connects to the idea of deep learning. Our sources talk about this. What does deep learning mean?
Deep learning is very, very important. In school, sometimes we learn a list of words for a test. Then after the test, we forget them. That is shallow learning. Deep learning means you repeat the same lesson many times. You do not just listen one time. You listen 5 times, 10 times, maybe even 20 times.
You listen until it becomes automatic. until you can say it without thinking.
Yes. You repeat it until you master it. It goes into your long-term memory.
Let us practice this with some examples from our sources. One very common pattern is, are you sure?
This is a perfect example. Are you sure? We use this phrase all the time. We use it when we want to check if something is true. We do not think about the grammar. We just say, are you sure?
It is very useful. If someone tells me the store is closed, I can ask, are you sure? It is polite, but it asks for confirmation.
Yes. And because you learned it as a phrase, you do not have to worry about the verb to be. You just say the chunk, are you sure?
Okay, let us look at a longer pattern. I really like this one. The pattern is, I cannot wait to.
I cannot wait to. This is a beautiful phrase, very positive. It expresses excitement. It means you are very happy about something that will happen in the future.
So it literally means, I am so excited that waiting is difficult.
That is a good explanation, a very good one. Let us use it in a sentence. Imagine you are going to see your best friend tomorrow. You are very happy. You can say, I cannot wait to see you.
I cannot wait to see you. That sounds much better than just saying, I will see you.
Mm-hmm.
It has more emotion.
Yes, it shows your heart. Or imagine you are very hungry. You are sitting at a restaurant. The food smells delicious. You can say, I cannot wait to eat.
I cannot wait to eat. I say that every day. But if I want to travel, can I use it for travel?
Absolutely. You just change the verb at the end. I cannot wait to travel. I cannot wait to go to Paris. I cannot wait to go home.
I see how this works. The first part of the sentence is always the same. I cannot wait to. You only have to think of the last word. This makes speaking so much faster.
Yes. It gives your brain a break. You can speak fluently because half of the sentence is already ready for you.
Okay, let us look at one more pattern from the sources. This one is very common for native speakers. The phrase is, I have no idea.
I have no idea. This is a strong phrase.
What does it mean exactly? Is it the same as I do not know?
It is similar, but it is stronger. If you say, I do not know, it is a simple fact. But if you say, I have no idea, it means you are completely unsure. You do not have even one small guess.
It is very emphatic. Can we use this in a normal conversation?
Yes, certainly. For example, if I ask you, where is my phone? And you truly do not know, you can say, I have no idea.
I have no idea. It sounds very natural.
It does. Often native speakers will say it very quickly. It might sound like one word, but for learners, it is good to say it clearly. I have no idea.
This is a great tool. If someone asks me a difficult question, I can just use this block. I have no idea.
Exactly. It stops the stress. You have a ready answer.
Let us move to section 2. We are going to talk about greetings and introductions. This is usually the first thing we do when we speak to someone.
Greetings are the door to conversation. If you open the door well, the conversation will be good. But we must be careful. We must know the difference between formal and informal language.
Yes, this is very important. I cannot talk to my boss the same way I talk to my sister.
No, you cannot. We call this register. Register means using the right words for the situation. If you are with your friends and family, you use an informal register. It is relaxed. If you are at work or talking to a stranger, you use a formal register. It is more polite.
Okay, let us practice the informal way first. This is for friends. If I see my friend at the park, what should I say?
You can keep it very simple. You can say hi or hey.
Hi. Hey.
That is easy. It is short and friendly. It shows that you are close to the person.
Now, what about the formal way? If I meet a new person or if I am speaking to an older person, what do I say?
Then you should use the time of day phrases. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Good morning. Good afternoon. It sounds very polite and, professional.
Yes, it shows respect. In English culture, showing respect to strangers is important.
There's a specific phrase in our sources that is very popular. It is, long time no see.
Ah, yes. Long time no see. This is a fun phrase. We use this when we meet a friend we have not seen for a long time.
How long is a long time?
It could be a few weeks, a few months, or even years. If I see you after 1 year, I can say, hey, long time no see?
It is a complete sentence, but it does not have a verb. It is just a phrase.
That is right. Grammatically, it is a little strange, but everyone uses it. It just means I have not seen you for a long time, but it is much shorter.
Now, let us talk about introductions. When we meet someone new, we need to introduce ourselves. Students often get nervous here. They do not know what to say.
We can follow a simple formula from the source material. It has 3 steps. Step 1, your name. Step 2, where you're from. Step 3, your job or maybe your age.
That seems easy to remember. Let me try. My name is Sophia. I am from the United States. I am 30 years old.
That is perfect. Clear and simple. Let me try. My name is Alex. I am from Canada. I am a teacher.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
But there is a problem here. Sometimes, after we say these things, the conversation just stops. There is silence. Silence can be awkward. How do we keep the conversation going?
That is the most important skill in conversation. To keep it going, you must ask questions. Conversation is like a game of tennis. I hit the ball to you. You must hit the ball back to me. If you hold the ball, the game stops.
I love that analogy. The question is the ball.
Yes. You must ask questions to show interest in the other person. You cannot just talk about yourself.
So after I introduce myself, what should I ask?
You can use the simplest questions. You can ask, how about you? Or where are you from?
How about you? Is very powerful.
Yeah.
It is so short, but it throws the ball back.
Let us try. I am from Canada. How about you?
I am from the United States.
You see? It creates a rhythm, back and forth.
There is a trick in the sources called the and you technique. Is it the same thing?
Yes, it is the same idea. It is a magic trick for beginners. When someone asks you a question, answer it and then immediately say, and you.
For example, if someone asks, how are you?
You answer, I am fine, thank you. And you?
I am fine, thank you. And you? It is so polite, and it keeps the conversation moving.
Or if someone asks, do you like pizza?
I say, yes, I love pizza. And you?
Exactly. It takes the pressure off you. Now the other person has to talk.
That is a great tip. It makes you a good listener, too. People like it when you want to hear their answers.
Yes. Everyone likes to talk about themselves. If you give them a chance, they will like you.
Let us move to section 3. This section is very practical. We call it survival English.
Survival English is the English you need to live. You need to eat, and you need to find your way. If you travel to an English-speaking country, you really need these phrases.
Let us start with food. Ordering food is something we do every day. But it can be scary. The waiter is waiting. People are behind you in line. You do not want to make a mistake.
The most important rule here is politeness. You want to be polite to the waiter. The best phrase to use is, I would like.
I would like. Why is this better than saying I want?
I want is correct grammar, but it sounds a little demanding. A small child says, I want candy. An adult should say, I would like candy. It is softer. It shows good manners.
Okay, so imagine we're at a coffee shop. I am at the counter. I should say, I would like some coffee, please.
Yes, I would like some coffee, please. Or I would like a sandwich.
Let us act out a small scene. Imagine we are at a fast food restaurant, like KFC. We have our tray of food. We're looking for a place to sit.
Okay, you can start.
Where do you think we should sit?
Near the window seems nice.
Oh, I like that answer. Near the window seems nice. What does seems nice mean?
It means it looks good, or I think it is a good idea.
Now, imagine we're sitting down. I need some salt for my fries. How do I ask you for salt?
You should use a polite question. You can say, could you please? Or may I?
Could you please pass me the salt?
Perfect. Could you please pass me the salt? Or if you are at a restaurant and you need a napkin, you can ask the waiter, could you please give me a napkin?
And we should always say please and thank you.
Always. In English, please and thank you are magic words. They open doors. If you forget them, people might think you are rude.
Now, let us talk about asking for directions. This is very important if you are lost. Being lost in a new city is not fun.
No, it is stressful, but you can fix it with one sentence. The key phrase is, excuse me, can you tell me how to get to?
That is a long sentence. Let's say it's, excuse me, can you tell me how to get to?
Yes. Excuse me gets the person's attention politely. Can you tell me asks for help. And how to get to asks for the path.
So if I am looking for the train station, I say, Excuse me, can you tell me how to get to the train station?
Exactly. Or, excuse me, can you tell me how to get to the nearest bank?
Now, the person will answer you, but you need to understand their answer. You need to know direction words.
Yes. The vocabulary for directions is specific. You need to know go straight.
Go straight. That means walk forward. Do not turn.
You need to know turn left and turn right.
Turn left, turn right. Those are essential.
And another very common one is it is across the street.
It is across the street. Okay. That means I have to cross the road to get there.
Let us imagine a scenario from our source. You are looking for a bookstore. You ask a stranger. They might say, go straight for 2 blocks, turn left. It is across the street.
It is like following a map in your head. Sometimes they also tell you the time. They might say, it is about a 5-minute walk.
That is very helpful info. It is about a 5-minute walk. It tells you that you can walk there easily. You do not need a taxi.
This survival English makes me feel safer. If I know how to eat and how to find my way, I can travel anywhere.
Yes, confidence comes from preparation. If you know these phrases, you'll be fine.
Let us move to section 4. This section is about making plans and socializing. Life is not just about survival. It is about having fun with friends.
Making plans is a great way to practice English. You have to negotiate. You have to agree on a time and a place.
Imagine I want to invite a friend to the movies. First, I need to know if they are available. I do not want to disturb them if they're working. How do I ask?
You can ask, are you busy this evening?
Are you busy this evening? That is polite.
Or you can ask, are you free after 6?
Are you free after 6? If they say, yes, I am free, then I can suggest an activity. What phrase do I use to suggest something?
You can use the phrase, do you want to?
Do you want to? For example, do you want to watch a movie?
Yes. Do you want to watch a movie or do you want to get a coffee?
Do you want to get a coffee? That is a classic invitation. Everyone likes coffee or tea. It is a good way to chat.
Okay, so we agreed to get coffee. Now we need to set a time. This can be tricky. Everyone has a different schedule.
How do I suggest a time?
You can use the phrase, how about?
How about, for example, how about 6:00 p.m.?
Yes. How about 6:00 p.m.? Now, I have to answer. If that time is good for me, I say, that sounds good.
That sounds good. But what if you are working at 6:00 p.m.? What do you say?
I have to say no, but I must be polite. I say, sorry, that is too late. Or, sorry, I am busy then.
Sorry, that is too late. And then you can suggest a new time.
Yes. I can say, how about 7:00 p.m.?
And I can say, that sounds good. See? We negotiated. We found a time that works for both of us.
There is one more very common conversation topic in this section. It is about the weekend.
Ah, the weekend. Everyone loves Friday. On Friday, everyone asks the same question.
Do you have any plans for this weekend?
Do you have any plans for this weekend? It is a great conversation starter. It helps you learn about the other person's hobbies. How do I answer?
Well, if you have a plan, you can use I am going to. For example, I am going to visit my friends.
I am going to visit my friends. Or I am going to clean my house. That is a boring plan, but it is a plan.
Or if you do not have plans, you can say, I am not sure yet.
I am not sure yet. I like that answer. It leaves the door open.
Yes. If you say, I am not sure yet, maybe the other person will invite you to do something. They might say, oh, do you want to go to the park with me?
That is a good social strategy.
Now we come to a very important section, Section 5. This is for the students who are studying alone.
Yes, many of our listeners write to us. They say, I want to practice speaking, but I do not have a partner. I do not have a teacher living in my house. What can I do?
This is a common problem. We call it the no partner myth. People believe they cannot learn speaking alone, but this is not true. You can practice speaking by yourself.
Really? Is it effective?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, practicing alone has some benefits. You are not nervous. You can make mistakes and no one hears you. You can repeat the same sentence 50 times if you want.
That is true. No pressure. So what are the methods?
Method number 1 is narrating your day. This means talking to yourself about your life.
Talking to yourself. Do people do that?
Language learners should do it. You describe exactly what you are doing in the moment.
Can you give us an example?
Of course. Imagine you are in the kitchen, you are making breakfast, you say out loud, "Now I am making coffee. First, I fill the kettle with water."
Now I am making coffee. First, I fill the kettle with water. I see. You are becoming the narrator of your own movie.
Yes, I am opening the fridge, I am taking out the milk, I am pouring the milk.
I can also describe what I see. For example, if I look out the window, I can say, I see a tall tree. It has green leaves. The sky is blue.
Yes. This helps your brain connect the object with the English word immediately. You stop translating in your head, you start thinking in English.
I like that. It is simple. You can do it anywhere. What is method number 2?
Method number 2 is the mirror technique.
The mirror technique. I guess this involves a mirror.
Yes. You stand in front of a mirror and you look at yourself. Look at your eyes, look at your mouth. Then speak English to yourself.
Why does looking in a mirror help?
It helps for 2 reasons. First, you can see your mouth moving. You can check if you're making the right shapes for the sounds. Second, it helps with confidence. When you see yourself speaking English, you start to believe it. You think, wow, that person in the mirror is speaking English.
It builds your identity as an English speaker. You could practice your introduction. Hello, my name is Sophia.
Exactly. You can practice smiling while you speak. Body language is important too.
Okay, method number 3 is my favorite. It is called shadowing. I mentioned this at the start. Please explain shadowing.
Shadowing is a technique used by spies and actors to learn accents perfectly. It is very effective.
Why is it called shadowing?
Well, think about your shadow. When you walk, your shadow walks. When you stop, your shadow stops. It does exactly what you do at the same time. In this method, you become the shadow of a native speaker.
How do we do it? What are the steps?
Step 1, find a piece of audio. It should be a native speaker. It could be a podcast like this one, a YouTube video, a movie scene.
Okay, I have my audio.
Step 2, listen to it to understand the meaning.
Okay, I understand it.
Step 3, this is the hard part. Listen again and repeat exactly what they say. But, and this is important, do not wait for them to finish. You speak with them at the same time.
So I am copying their voice while they're speaking.
Yes. You must copy everything. Copy their speed, copy their emotion, copy the music of their voice.
The music? You mean the intonation?
Yes. English has a melody. Sometimes the voice goes up, sometimes it goes down. If you just read words, you do not learn the melody. If you shadow, you learn the melody.
It sounds difficult.
It is difficult at first. Your mouth will feel tired. But it works. It helps your pronunciation so much. You stop sounding like a robot and you start sounding like a human.
I will try this. I will shadow my favorite movie character.
That is a great idea. Pick a character you like. Try to sound exactly like them.
What is method number 4?
Method number 4 is recording yourself.
Oh, no. I hate listening to my own voice recorded. It sounds so strange.
I know. Everyone feels that way. I do not like hearing my recorded voice either, but it is a very powerful tool.
Why is it helpful?
When we speak, we often think we sound perfect. But when we listen to the recording, we hear the truth, we hear our mistakes.
So it helps us find our errors.
Yes. Record yourself speaking for 1 minute. Then listen. You might hear, oh, I forgot the z's sound. Or, oh, my pronunciation of the was bad.
Then you could try again.
Exactly. Record it again. Try to fix the mistake. Compare the first recording to the second recording. You will hear the improvement.
That is very motivating. You can actually hear that you are getting better.
Yes. It is proof that you are learning.
Let us move to our final section, section 6, the power of reading.
Reading is often forgotten in conversation classes, but reading helps speaking.
How does reading help speaking?
Reading gives you vocabulary. It gives you sentence patterns. It is like food for your brain. If you put good English into your brain, good English will come out of your mouth.
Our sources also say reading is good for attention.
Yes. In the modern world, we have a problem. We look at our phones too much. We scroll and scroll. Our attention span is very short. Reading is like a gym for your attention. It makes your focus strong.
But reading a whole book in English is scary for beginners. It is too big.
You do not have to read a big novel. Do not start with a difficult book. Start small.
How small?
Read for just 10 minutes a day.
10 minutes. I can do that.
Yeah.
Everyone has 10 minutes.
Yes. Read a short story. read a blog post, read a news article written for students.
And put the phone away.
Yes. Put the phone in another room. Give your brain a break.
There is a tip in the source about reading aloud.
Yes. This connects reading to speaking. When you read silently, it is good for your mind. But when you read out loud, it is physical training.
It trains the mouth muscles.
Yes. Your eyes see the English, and your mouth produces the English. It connects the two. Read one paragraph out loud every day. It will help your fluency. You will get used to the feeling of English words in your mouth.
This has been a wonderful deep dive. We have covered so much ground today.
We have. We have learned so many tools. Let us review the main points quickly.
First, we learned about phrases. Do not build sentences word by word. Use blocks like I cannot wait to and I have no idea.
Second, we learned about greetings. Remember to use the right register. Hi for friends. Good morning for work. And use the "and you" trick to keep the conversation going.
Third, we practice survival English. Use I would like to order food politely. And, excuse me, could you tell me how to get to for directions?
Fourth, we talked about making plans. Ask, are you busy? And suggest a time with how about?
And fifth, we learn how to practice alone. Narrate your day, talk to the mirror, use shadowing to copy native speakers, and record yourself to find mistakes.
And finally, read a little bit every day. Read out loud to train your mouth.
That is a great summary. Before we go, do you have a final thought for our listeners, something to make them think?
Yes, I do. I want to ask you a question. Imagine you practice these things for just 10 minutes every day. You speak to yourself in the kitchen. You shadow a video. Just 10 minutes. How good will your English be in 1 month?
Wow. 10 minutes a day for 30 days. That is 300 minutes of practice.
Imagine the difference. You do not need a plane ticket to America or England. You do not need expensive classes. You just need 10 minutes and your own voice. You can start today.
That is very inspiring. Consistency is the key. Small steps every day lead to big results.
Exactly. Do not give up. You can do it.
Thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us today.
You are welcome. It was my pleasure.
And thank you to all our listeners for joining us. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into English conversation. We hope you feel ready to speak.
Please remember to subscribe to our channel, Learning English with Sophia. We have many more lessons coming for you. We want to help you reach your goals.
Yes, we will see you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Keep practicing.